What if a political candidate followed every rule, only to be punished for someone else's actions? What if those actions were designed not just to create chaos, but to quietly sabotage a campaign, undermine morale and impose financial penalties? That's what Red.United's Liyana Dhamirah says happened during the 2025 general election, and it's igniting serious concerns about fairness in Singapore's political landscape. In a bold Facebook post made after polling day, Liyana detailed a disturbing series of events that unfolded in Jurong East, Bukit Batok GRC. According to her, on the 2nd of May, just a day before Singaporeans headed to the ballot box, her team received an urgent notice from the elections department. The message was clear: their campaign posters were in breach of election advertising rules and had to be removed within 5 hours or face fines. But here's the twist. Liyana says her team had installed those posters properly, in accordance with regulations. They used black zip ties as required. However, when she went to inspect the supposedly offending posters, she found something strange: white zip ties securing them in place. In her words, "That's not a coincidence." What followed next was a frantic cooling-off day, where no campaigning is legally allowed, spent pulling down 30 posters, costing the team at least $400 in fines, not to mention time, energy, and morale. All of this, she says, stemmed from the fact that someone had deliberately removed and retied the posters in illegal spots like public fixtures and lampposts. Not negligence, sabotage, she claims. Think about that. In a country that demands strict adherence to rules during elections, the idea that rogue actors could move materials just enough to trigger penalties opens a dangerous door. It suggests that small parties, operating with lean budgets and community-funded resources, may be vulnerable not just to political pressure, but to unseen sabotage tactics that punish them unfairly. Now here's what's even more alarming. As of now, there's no confirmation that a police report has been filed. No one has been identified. And in Liyana's own words, unless the authorities step in, we may never know who was responsible. That leaves an open question for Singaporeans: how do we safeguard the integrity of our elections, not just on the surface, but in every unseen corner? Despite everything, Liyana showed up. She led her team on polling day. And while RDU lost to the incumbent PAP with just 23.34% of the vote, she says this experience has only strengthened her resolve to fight for fairness, democracy, and transparency. So now, we turn to you, our viewers. Do you think enough protections are in place for smaller parties in Singapore's elections? Should there be stronger penalties for those who manipulate or tamper with campaign materials? And do you think this sets a dangerous precedent for future contests? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you value detailed political stories that pull back the curtain, like, share, and subscribe to 2230. Because here, we're not just reporting the headlines, we're revealing the machinery behind them.